Hello. Let me off the music first. This one. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for watching this live stream both on YouTube and also on Facebook as well. Today it is 14th of July 2025. Okay, once again, we are into the halfway mark into July. Time flies very fast. Like I was just doing a live at the start of July. Now it's already halfway through already. Okay, going to be National Day very soon. Okay, all right. If you can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments or in the chat. Okay, I really appreciate if you're watching this on Facebook. If you're new to us, MarketWise Asia, do like and follow our page. If you're watching this on YouTube, do also subscribe to our channel and also give me a like as well. Okay, so just say hi to me so that I know that everything is good, everything is well over there. Hello, Wei Lun, Wai Lam, Dave, Keen, Hadley, Bernard. Okay, all right, I think people are still streaming in, so let's give it some time. Hello, David. Okay, all right, so let's kickstart today's session. But I think today's session should, once again, I always think that it should be quite quick, but I think I should be able to finish it in less than an hour's time. Okay, all right, so let's see how we will go. Hello, Yulam. Okay, CS, Pink, and Brownie. I think this is the first time I see you. Are you new to MarketWise Asia? If you are new, okay, you can just type number 1 into the comments box. Okay, so let me just share my screen right now. Okay, so as usual, a disclaimer first. Whatever I share today, it is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. So you can follow us on the various social media channel. Okay, hi Mary, hi Yanling. All right, so these are the link over here. I will post it in the comments and in the chat as well. So this is via the link tree shortener. Okay, so you can click on here, and once again, you can see the Facebook, Telegram, YouTube, TikTok, X, our website, and also the on-demand webinar as well. If you are watching this on a desktop, you can actually take out your mobile phone and give it a QR scan, okay, on this QR code over here, and you can access our various social media channel as well. Hello, Sisha. Hello, Adrian. Okay, so yeah, before I go into the economic data for this week, just want to let you know that the Market Insights Trading Festival, it is going to be held this coming Saturday, the 19th of July, okay, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So the first 200 attendees will receive a goodie bag, okay, proudly sponsored by Philip Nova. Okay, I will post the link in the comment just in case you haven't registered for this event. Okay, this event, it is going to be a full house now. So okay, we have already more than intended, but I think that you will go to full house now, because typically, just to let you know, for this kind of event, okay, yeah, for example, if we have 300 seats, okay, we don't just input 300 seats and just close the event, okay, there'll be more. So we have a lot more already. So it is going to be definitely going to be a full house event. So in case you haven't registered, this is going to be the website link. In case you haven't registered, just head over to the link as posted here. All right. Okay, just click on the register now button, and you will be brought to the Eventbrite registration, so-called site over there. So just click register, and yeah, from 10 to 3, we have 200 bags to be given away, goodie bag. Okay, so the travel fan, the high premium, bottle, okay, stationery, and also the tote bag as well. All right, and then we also do have a lucky draw, okay, tablet, Genting Cruise, physical books, gift card, and everything else, okay, and also the keynote speakers, Adrian Reed, okay, Jay Toon, Caden Chang from Value Investing Academy, Jaytun, I think many of you guys are familiar with. Okay, he's also our resident speakers as well. Okay, from swing trading. Junkit is the senior strategist at Philip Nova, and our keynote speaker Adrian Reed, it is the founder of the Enlightened Stock Trading. Just in case you want to know what is the agenda, what are they talking about during the event? Okay, Adrian Reed is going to share with you about systematic trading, how to end the struggle with systematic trading. Jaytun will be sharing with you the mastering the calm, trading smart in a volatility bound market. As you guys know, okay, ever since the Liberation Day in April, okay, the market actually chong, okay, went up higher, okay, until now, and moving into the second half of the year, okay, whether there will be more volatility, okay, and how will the market changes, is there sector rotation, where the smart money is going to, okay, Jaytun will share with you, okay, during this event. Kaden Chang, okay, the founder of Value Investing Academy, I'm going to share with you what are the opportunities in this tariff war once again. So once again, the tariff thingy is back again from Trump. So this is going to be a timely event. And Junkit, the strategist from Philip Nova, will sharing with you, okay, how multi-asset will will complement your trading portfolio. Okay, so before I go into the proper session today, just want to let you know the economic data for this week. Okay, I'll post the link in the comments as well over here. Okay, from the calendar. Today nothing, but tomorrow, okay, and then on Wednesday there will be the CPI and the PPI. This is the inflation data lah. Okay. Personally, I don't think right now, I think I mentioned a few times before, so I don't think the inflation data is going to move the market so much. There could be some initial knee-jerk reaction, some volatility at the start, but other than that, I don't think it will really move the market so much. Okay, so you can see that for the CPI year on year, okay, previous was 2.4. So this coming Tuesday, they think it's going to be a slightly higher at about 2.6, but all in all, it is all still under control at about 2 point something percent. Okay, suddenly my nose is blocked. Okay, so on Thursday, retail sales unemployment claim over there. This one maybe would have some impact, more impact rather than the CPI data. So this is my personal view over there. Okay. All right. So before I go into that, okay, the technical chart and everything, right? Just want to let you guys, to share with you the macro outlook first, okay, before I go into the technical point of things. So once again, I have prepared the slides over there. So just a very quick one, okay. In fact, nothing much has changed, okay. Nothing much has changed, okay. Basically, it is still the same thing. So you guys know, of course, today is 14 July. So stocks are hovering near record highs, okay, despite tariff returning to the forefront. So like I mentioned, I think previously I said that, the tariff thing, okay, it is not going to affect the market as much as it is in the earlier start of the year, like April, when, Trump announced the tariff, the market had a big hoo-ha and such. So as the day progresses, as the weeks progresses, as the month progresses, I think everybody knows Trump's personality lah. Okay, his quan in Hokkien say we know his quan already. Aga, okay, in Hokkien say, we know this kind of thing what he's going to do lah. So not so much to affect the market so much lah. Okay, all right. But of course, recently he approved, okay, the OBBBA, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Okay, basically, essentially, it is some of the so-called tax cut lah. Okay, tax cut extension. Okay, so tax cut extended to deduction for tips over time and also more social security benefits lah. So essentially, all in all, as a big summary, in case you don't know what is it, okay, it is just all about some tax cuts. Okay, it is supposedly, okay, all right, help you to increase consumer spending, okay, because, okay, it is going to help reduce the tax deduction and all this stuff. So the cap at 40K, facing out at 500,000, okay, and then, but there will be a deficit, so-called a projection. So you're leaving a 3.3 trillion deficit increase, okay. All right, so Keen, okay, I'm sorry to say that there won't be any recording because this is going to be a face-to-face in-person event, because we know the crowd. Once we say that there is a recording, there won't be any incentive for people to come. Okay, all right. So you keep it strictly to in person, and there won't be any recording. So sorry about that. Okay, all right. So if you really want, okay, for those who can come, okay, do come, okay, because it is going to be really no recording. Okay, so sorry about that, skin. Okay, all right. So so the projected deficit, okay, initially, like all the dark blue one, it is going to be the original deficit. Can you see that once the build came into effect, the OBBA come in effect, there will be some more so-called more deficit. Okay, all right. This is just projected. So how it will affect the market? Okay, as of now, okay, I think nobody knows yet, but to me also not much effect in a way that because as much you can have as much deficit, okay, the US has been in deficit for the longest time, okay, but the market still continue to grow and such as long, okay, as the USD, it is still the reserve currency, okay, the main currency that the world is using. As long, okay, people are still buying US bonds, okay, as long as the US can still print money on demand, okay, all these deficit things, I think it's not going to be a big hoo-ha, okay. That's just my personal view. I'm not sure whether you agree with me, okay, but people talk about all the debt and all this, it doesn't matter, okay. Ever since I started trading in 2011, every single year people talk about deficit, US are just spending too much, without having enough revenue and such, but the market just continue to go higher all the way. Okay, all right. Okay, so the economic impact of this OBBA, this Build Act, right? Okay, there will be some immediate stimulus, but limited. Okay, but for the business, okay, the tailwind, what are the benefit, right? Okay, it could boost capital expenditure, okay, and into 2026 and into 2027 as well. Okay, this could be, okay, most likely, maybe, okay, the market has already priced in, okay, the OBBA. So you can see that in the market, ever since the tariff thing has been going higher, okay, maybe the market, it is pricing in the effect of the OBBA already, okay. All right, so I think 1 week ago, okay, the tariff return, okay, the Trump say, Brazil more tariff, Brazil is going to take for tax, increase the tariff again, but the market also doesn't have much effect on this, okay. All right, so the Brazil, they hit hardest with a 50% tariff, up from previous 10%. Canada, okay, 35% tariff, but the USMCA compliant goods remain exempt. If I am not mistaken, this UMCA means, okay, those that are produced, okay, in the North America, okay, for example, some of the so-called, like, commodities producers, like, for example, wheat, corn and all this that's produced in USA, okay, or the North America, Canada, it is exempt from the tariff. Or there are other goods and services that are produced in North America, there will also be exempted. So basically, okay, this thing just want to tell you that, okay, those that are made locally, okay, in the US and North America, there will be some exemption, okay. But other nations typically face a 15% to a 20% tariff rate. So looking at some of the other countries that are doing, for example, Vietnam and the UK, it seems that, this tariff thingy is not hard and fast rules, okay. They can still changes, okay. It can still change, so signal room for negotiation. Okay, so this is the proposed tariff rate. You can see that Brazil, okay, now initially in April, okay, it's 10%. Okay, I don't know what happened to Brazil. I didn't really read into that. Why suddenly Trump is so hate Brazil? Okay, Brazil is much hated. I don't know why. Okay, 50%. You can see that the rest of the country about 20 to 30%. Okay, based on this chart over there. So the trade deal development I mentioned, okay, like for example, Vietnam finalized a deal with Vietnam on July the 2nd, cutting tariff from 20%, okay, to 46%, okay. But what about the other members, Indian and all this? How about that? The tariff didn't really increase a lot more, like compared to Brazil, is it? Okay. South Africa and all this, right? Okay, also do not have such high tariff, right? Okay, so like earlier UK at just 10%, okay, suggesting that there could be more negotiation even, okay, or even before after the August 1st deadline, okay. All right, so the inflation outlook, okay, I think nothing much has changed. Also, okay, the tariff, okay, have absorbed much of the cost so far. So there could be some temporal rise in inflation, but I think this wouldn't last long. Okay, so basically there could be some temporary, okay, inflation rise, but this is just, part and parcel of it. Okay, and the Federal Reserve outlook, so inflation has been kept constant at about 2 point something percent, interest rate at about 4.3%. So the policy remain intact. So as of now, the Fed expected to hold interest rate for now. So even in July, end of the month, where there's this FOMC meeting, the interest rate is going to stay constant. Okay, so this year going to cut about 2 times more. So if I head into this, the rate cut, the Fed Watch 2 over there. So the FOMC meeting is at the end of the month, July 30th. All right, you can see over there that, it is 95% chance, is as good as 100% that there will be no reduction in the interest rate. So it kept constant at 4.5%. Okay. All right. Can you see that, previously it was 1 day ago, it was, I think one of them was asking, right, how do you actually read this? Basically, okay, 1 day ago, it was 94%. Okay. That the interest rate will cap at 4.25, okay. 1 week ago, it is 93%. Okay. So 1 month ago was 76. So you can see that, as it approaches the FOMC meeting, the rate will stay constant, will stay at no change, increases to 95%. This is how you read this data. Okay. So September, it is where the rate cut possibly, okay, will cut, okay, from 4.25, okay, to 4%, okay, a 0.25% cut. All right, so other than that, no change for now. So the Fed should be able to resume rate cut soon. So this is the inflation rate, okay, you can see that it hovers at about 2+%. The targeted rate is 2%. Not there yet. Okay, the Fed fund, okay, it is projected going down heading into 2026 and 2027. So no change. So technically, by right, in that case, right, if the rates are coming down, okay, the prices of bonds should be going higher, but it will take time, not immediately. Okay. Other than that, okay, so this is more of the macro view. So just to share with you some of the so-called the data, okay, we can sort a seasonal data in any way. All right, so this year, okay, it is actually not very common. May and June, okay, the performance, it is really, really good. Typically, June, not so good, okay, but this year, June, it is exceptionally good. So you can see that this year, May and June, especially after the Liberation Day in April, it was so-called a mini crash about slightly less than 20%. After that, the market did a V-shaped recovery. So the S&P had a 11.4% rally in the weak month in May and June. Okay, historically, okay, all right, it has only occurred 9 times. Okay, out of, I think, since 1950 or something. Okay, all right, is it 1950? Yeah, 1950. Okay. So when the times where the gains exceeded 5% in both months, so at least 5% in May, at least 5% in June. So that occurs only 9 times only. So which means that, okay, 5%, total about 10% plus in May and June. That only occurs 9 times. Okay, but okay, all right, even though we say that it is not common, but this has occurred already 3 times in a row already in recent years. Okay, all right. So you can see over there, all right, return in May and June. Okay, of course, this is 1987 crash. This is the outlier, but you can see that typically when there's a good return in May and June, okay, maybe in Q3 the returns could still be mixed. Okay, final 6 months, the 6 months ahead, okay, which means that heading into the month end, okay, you can see the average return, okay, it is about median about 7.4%. If you're talking about 1 year later, so return in May and June, then 1 year later in the next year, May and June, May and June, you can see that, okay, the average median return, it is about 15%. So all in all, okay, this is a so-called a bullish kind of, historical kind of record, okay. I mean that, not the record as in the historically, it is a bull market. That could means that the bulls could still go higher based on the historical data. Okay, so this is just some interesting stats that you might want to know lah. Okay, all right, will it appear next year? Nobody knows, but there's a good chance that the market can continue higher into next month. Okay, based on historical data. All right, so and the July market expectation, and typically, okay, July, it is a good month, whether it is, post-election or, historically July, whether it's pre-election, middle cycle of the election, whatever it is, typically July, it is a good month. Typically, it's a front-loaded gain, all right? But, the most gain comes in the first half of July. Second half of July, which is around now, okay, until the end of the month, it is weaker. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's going to crash or what. It's just that it is still strong, but there could be some consolidation. It is weaker. So like here said, normal consolidation. So some consolidation into the next 2 weeks, okay, until the end of the month, it is actually perfectly normal and it is not a cause for concern. So this is from Ryan Dietrich, from Carson Research. Can you see that it is according to the seasonal trend as well? The first half of the month, okay, in July, it has been quite strong. Okay, right now we are heading into the second half of July. Okay, it is still a relatively good month, just that it could so-called the return could stall, could consolidate until the end of the month. Okay, I think that's the end of the presentation, right? Yeah, somewhere around there. Understand or not? If you understand on this July seasonal trend, okay, if you understand, just type letter J, okay, in the comments so that I know. Oh, my nose is suddenly blocked. So that I know that everything is good, okay. Right now we have 120 plus, okay. I think about the same as I progresses should hit 150 plus, okay. All right. If you understand what I'm trying to say, just type letter J in the comments. All right, thank you so much, Hadley. And if you could, right, for the rest of you guys, right, please help to give me a like, share, and comment as well. If you could, okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, do subscribe to our channel on Facebook, do follow and like. All right. So just in case for those who still don't know, I think let me just finish this one. This is just a summary only. So the key takeaway, all right, so this Build Act, all right, will do a tax cut, and that would supposedly, okay, provide stimulus to the economy. People have more money to spend, and that could stimulate the economy. But of course, that would have more deficit, okay, for the country, US as a whole, okay. Of course, the trade tension comes in again, right? Brazil and some of the other countries, and Vietnam, all these are some tension. But as I mentioned, okay, the tariff thing is not going to affect much, okay, in the market in a way, okay, because the market, it is very used to it already. And the market outlook, like I mentioned just now only, okay, May, June typically is a good month, and July is also a good, no, May, June is not so good, but this year has been exceptionally good. And July, typically the second half of the year, it is typically weaker. Okay. Okay. So just now, what did I say? I want to talk about what just now. I forgot already. But anyway, yeah. So let's just I want to talk about for those who just joined, right? Okay. In case you're not aware, the Market Insights Trading Festival. Okay, it is this coming Saturday. All right. So I'll just post the link in the comments in case you are not aware. So this is the Market Insights Trading Festival. All right, first 200 will get the goodie bag. So all this you can see, I don't repeat again. Okay, only for the first 200, worth $38. And then there will be lucky draw, Genting Cruise, tablet, okay, books, gift card. All right, the keynote speakers, Adrian Reed, founder of Enlightened Stock Trading. Okay, so these are the other speakers, Jay Toon, Kaden, and Junkit from Philip Nova as well. So these are the topics that I'm going to talk about: systematic trading. Okay, Jay, you're going to share with you the market outlook. Okay, Kaden will share with you the opportunities during this tariff war, and Junkit will share with you how the multi-asset classes can complement your trading portfolio. All right. If there are no question, then I should just continue right now. So my nose is already blocked now. Maybe they need to take some medicine. Okay, so yeah, heading into the chart right now. Okay, so if you guys remember what I said actually last week, okay, I said that there was a potential star reversal signal over there. So the market might have some pullback. Okay, so my ideal situation was that there is some pullback. Okay, and then this coming week, which is the options expiration week, then the market could go up higher again. Now that was my expectation last week. Do you guys remember or not? If you can remember, okay, just type yes in the comments. This is what I said last week. So okay, as I said, okay, I was a little bit cautious. Okay, the market, it is actually overextended, but I know that we are also heading into OPEX. Okay, so I'm still cautious, but overall the market, it is still in an uptrend. So once again, the star reversal signal, we won't know what is the magnitude of the so-called the correction, the pullback, the reversal, whatever you call it. Okay, yeah, so we won't know the magnitude, but you can see over there, in fact, there is a very shallow pullback. Okay, very shallow. So the pullback just lasted about 1 or 2 days, or 2 days. In fact, the second day, it is just an inside bar. It is not even a pullback breaking the previous day low. So it was just inside bar, and after that, okay, the market just reversed back up higher again. So in case you are not aware, okay, this week it is the OPEX week, options expiration. For those who are new, okay, you can see that all right, you can see that this week, let me just zoom in. July 18 is the OPEX week. So typically I say that heading into OPEX, the market tends to be more bullish. And in fact, for July, okay, the week before OPEX and OPEX this week tends to be quite bullish. So all in all, okay, I am still bullish. I don't want to block the way. I know that on some online social media, there are some guru who are still bearish. I don't know what happened to their head. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So I'm not saying that the market will not have correction, but heading into OPEX weeks, okay, this week until Friday. Typically, Friday is weaker. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it tends to be stronger. Okay, after OPEX, then we need to be a little bit more careful, because after Friday, okay, we're into the second half of July. We are heading into August and September already. Historically, okay, September, it is not a good month. August, it is okay month. It is an okay month. Okay, but I don't mind sharing with you. I mean, this kind of data, you can get it quite a number of places. So I don't mind sharing with you for just one of the seasonal data. Okay, so this is from my SBI Alpha group chat over here. So the seasonal trend over here, can you see that this is the post-election? Okay, you can see that, typically, okay, heading into May, okay, this is post-election, which means that, okay, after Trump is elected, that is post-election. Okay, so the cycle is every 4 years. That kind of cycles, 18 cycles since 1950. You can see that typically May and June not so good, but this year has been exceptionally good, partly because due to the sell-off in April, okay, in the Liberation Day. Okay, you can see that over there, by right, July, it is a strong month. Okay, so post-election wise, seasonally, okay, based on historical data, it tends to be weaker starting from August heading into September. Again, I'm not saying that this year it is going to be exactly, okay, the same. Okay, I'm just sharing with you that what has happened in the past. Okay, so this is what I share with my SVI members as well. There are other things over there, but I'm not going to share. Okay, So you can see over here, okay, the chart wise, the gamma flip, okay, zero delta level, it is at about 6250, okay, at about 6250, which means that if price can stay above 6250, somehow you can see that the market, it is trying to stay above 6250. The market will be more stable. Okay, if price closes below 6250, there could be more downside to go, more volatility. But again, like I said, this is week, it is the OPEX week. So I'll be bullish, okay, until the end of the week. Then next week, okay, I will be more careful. Okay, in fact, the time so-called to sell short, okay, could be somewhere near. Okay, normally I don't like to sell short, but typically, okay, I still need to read the options flow and such. But as of now, okay, there could be some potential opportunities for some shorting. Okay, but we shall see how it goes. But generally, I don't like to short the market. Okay, especially during like typical month, I don't like to short. Okay, any question so far? Any question so far? Okay, any question so far? So other than that, you can see that the market, it is actually at an all-time high already, at an all-time high for the S&P futures, okay, similar to the cash index, NASDAQ, okay, and then the Russell 2000. If you realize, okay, these small cap, it is in fact outperforming the big caps, right? Big cap like S&P, the NASDAQ and such. So if you take a look at IWM, okay, this is the Russell 2000 ETF versus the SPY. Over here, you can see that, it was always that the big cap has been outperforming the small cap, okay? But if you realize that recently, okay, after the much consolidation, okay, in a way, price has broken above the cloud, okay, it is like, okay, above the CPR also. This is a ratio chart, okay, but you can see that in recent week also, the small cap has been outperforming the big cap, okay. Quite interesting, right? Okay, in fact, I mentioned, not this one, in fact, I mentioned to my members over here. So this is what I've been doing. Is it over here? Not this one. Okay. All right. So this was what I did like since 7 July. Small cap has been very bullish. Okay. Net positive premium, net positive delta, while the QQQ and the SPY, okay, their premium, in fact, it is not that bullish. Okay, you can see that, overall IWM, I say that continue to have bullish flow. So I say that, the fund flow seems to show that funds has allocated into the small caps, okay, while the mega caps appear to be kept, expecting the outperformance in small cap to keep working likely through 18 July, the OPEX window. So right now, okay, you can see that, okay, the small cap has also been outperforming. Okay, S&P, it is still negative right now. Okay, all right. Any question so far? Any question so far? Okay. Any question so far? If everything is okay, everything is good, can you just type good GD in the comments? Okay, so just let me know that you are all good. So essentially this week, okay, I think it is going to be an okay week. Okay, it is after next week that you need to be a little bit more careful. Another way, you can actually go and see through the seasonality for those who are not in SVI. Okay, I mean that this is also public. I think I shared before also. Okay, you can go to the seasonality chart over here. You can just key in SPX. Okay. All right. So you can see over there for the past like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, up to you. Okay. So this year hasn't ended. So I won't be counting this year, for example, for the past 15 years. So can you see that, July has been a very strong year from 2010 to 2024. Okay. And you can see that typically June, it is not a so good month, but this year, June has been good. August, average month, okay, not so good, not so bad. This is based on average month, didn't taken into account of the post-election year. So just now, as I mentioned already, okay, so typically in a post-election year, okay, August tends to be weaker. Okay, but without taking into context of whether it's election year or what, right? Typically August average, okay, it is where historically September it is the weaker month. Of course, heading into October, November, December, then the market, it is more bullish lah, okay, historically. Okay, so this is only taken into context of month by month. Okay, whereas in the SVI, the seasonal advantage insiders, I provide data for up to individual stocks and ETF, the seasonal window period. Okay. All right, so I can see quite a number of you guys say good. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, so before I talk about other things, okay, just wanted to let you guys know that I don't know about you lah. Sometimes regarding trading and investing, okay, no matter which guru, which educator, okay, you have so much trust in them, okay, don't put your 100% trust in them, including me, okay, I'm providing a service as well, okay. No matter what educators say, please don't put 100% wholly trust in them, no matter how you think that trainer is good or what, okay. All right, that trainer introduce you some equities, whether it is equity, stocks, crypto, like all in together, that kind of thing, okay. Please don't put everything in, okay, no matter how much, okay, you trust that guru. You understand what I'm trying to say. This is very important, okay. If you understand, okay, once again, okay, just type letter Y into the comments, okay. Nobody cares about your money more than yourself, okay. And yeah, I have been burned before also, listening to some my friends, or some close friends, that person said that stock is good, that crypto is good, I just boom went on inside, okay. Not a whole chunk of my net worth lah, but put some considerable sum of it into that particular stock or crypto or whatever it is lah, okay. So yeah, no matter how good you think the prospect is, how you trust that guru, whatever it is, okay, nothing is certain, okay, okay. Just put something that you can afford to lose, okay. If you lose the amount, you might feel a little bit painful. You might feel painful, but at least there's some limited cap lah. Okay. So yeah, so just be more careful, okay, including me, okay. All right. So please don't listen to me. Sometimes I share certain things, okay, like yeah lah. So I could be wrong. So please do your own due diligence. Anyway, how many of you here are from SVI? I think quite a number of you here are from SVI, right? If you are from SVI, right, can you just type me in the comments? So I think that mostly you guys will engage with me lah. Okay. If you are not, okay, you can also type no in the comments. If you are SVI, just type me. Of course, some of you guys I know already, like Mary, Chloe, some of you guys are in SVI, Wylam, and all this. You guys are in SVI, okay? All right. Or CSCHA, just quite a number of you, right? Quite a number of you, okay? All right. So yeah, just to get some feedbacks over there, some of the things that I share, okay, in the options flow one, okay, you guys find useful or not? Okay. Right, if you find useful, okay, just type once again, okay, yes, whatever it is, okay, just to let you guys know, okay. So just to let you know, okay, I spent about two years trying to figure out this options flow thing. Nobody is teaching you, okay, and there isn't a course out there in the market that will teach you how to read options flow, how this smart money it is actually doing right now. So I basically, also just read through, okay, most of these things is on X lah. So some of these things I follow a few of them, okay, see what they say. And again, they never teach you what is it about. So I see they mention certain stocks, certain ETF. Okay, then I check. Okay, is it really true, or does it really go up? Then a lot of times, okay, it really goes up. Okay, according to so-called their options flow lah. They say, oh, like not too bad leh. But the problem is nobody is teaching me lah. So I have to spend my time going through some of the options data and all this. Okay, and then yeah, again I have to figure out. I can tell you there is a lot of data. It is at least what I see right now. There's no automation. Okay, you cannot just automate like indicator tell you where the smart money is. When you still have to read through the data. Of course, prior to that, okay, it is quite impossible for me to go through every single line of data. Okay, all right. So with the help of AI, right now it is a lot easier. Again, it is still not foolproof. Okay, you need to know what you are reading. You need to tell ChatGPT, I'm using ChatGPT, input the instruction, what you want them to extract out from the data. It doesn't mean that you just give them the data, you know what to do. Okay, you need to tell them, okay, rubbish in, rubbish out. Okay, data, it is just data only. You need to make sense of the data. You guys knows what I'm trying to say. So this is I spent about 2 years plus to understand. So I'm trying to understand a lot better, but I'm not the best out right now. I'm not saying that I'm the best, I know everything, but I try to share with you as much as I can see from the options flow market. So you can see over here previously, okay, for those who are not SVI member, okay, all right, so not SVI members over here. Did I say something? This one, I think I extended deleted previously, okay? So this is the IBIT, okay? So this is IBIT. I mentioned that previously that the options flow for Bitcoin and crypto, in fact, for IBIT, this ETF, it is bullish. It is bullish, okay? Like for example, bullish premium, very little. Okay, net delta contract. Net delta meaning that the directional, okay? Whether the so-called the smart money, they are net long or net short delta. Okay, long positive delta, short negative delta. Simple as that. Okay, just to share with you, for those who are not SVI members, I don't mind sharing with you. Okay, most likely you also will know how to read one. Okay, you also will know how to read one. Okay, anyway, yeah. So net premium, net contract, can see it always has been bullish. Okay, you can see over there. Not this one. You can see previously I mentioned about IBIT also. I need to go through. For example, again, I've been sharing since 27th of June. IBIT Bitcoin ETF has been bullish. Okay, has been bullish. Okay, net delta has been bullish. Okay, so the flow has been bullish. Okay, you can see the long dated $50 strike into January and 26th. So there is a lot of bullish flow into IBIT. This is just one example over here. So you can see over here, let's take crypto as an example over here. Let's take crypto as an example over there. Okay, Bitcoin. Okay, so ever since late June, okay, or June, okay, in fact this period, okay, this period has been pretty bullish. Okay, has been pretty bullish. So even though it's not moving much, it has been coming down. Okay, but the flows has been telling me that it is bullish. Okay, again, doesn't mean that the smart money is going to be right. They could be wrong as well. But I want to go against the so-called the smart money. Okay, I always tell my members, okay, I could choose not to go long. Okay, I can don't buy. Okay, I can choose not to buy. Okay, I can just stay aside, don't buy. Okay, but I wouldn't want to go short on crypto based on the flows that I'm seeing. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay, doesn't mean that I see bullish flow, I have to buy. Okay, I can choose not to buy, but I don't short. That's a very big difference. You understand? Understand what I'm trying to say or not? If you understand, once again, just type letter Y in the comments. Okay, so I see a lot of flows, a lot of bullish flow, bearish flow, whatever it is. Okay, let's say for example, bullish flow. Okay, it doesn't mean I have to buy, but I don't short. You you get what I'm trying to say? And also after that, no, indeed, okay, you take some time now. Okay, after that, it went higher. All right, so it basically it is the same for example, like the again, I'm not saying that I'm always right. So for example, like XLE, okay, XLE, for the past few trading days, okay, 1 week or so, the premium it is actually positive, okay. The net balance imbalance is actually a little bit negative, but all in all, it doesn't sound very bearish to me. So I mentioned since like early July. In fact, earlier also I said that it doesn't seem to be very bearish. Okay, by tracking that, okay, so I know that it, like for example, the crude oil, it actually went higher here. Where is it? Yeah, okay, went higher here. Okay, all right. So again, I don't mind sharing with you guys. Okay, while the market has been going higher for the last week, right? Has been going higher for the last week. Okay, last week. Okay, of course, you know we still have to watch the price action. You can see, hey, actually hit the CPR are starting to get rejected over there. And not only that, okay, in fact, I published this before the market, the crude oil market went down today. In fact, when I published this today, in fact, when I published it today for the XLE, energy sector, you can see that I published this in at 12:30 p.m. If you follow crude oil, in fact, at that point in time, crude oil, it is actually still went higher. I think about 1.1+% higher. I didn't know that it's going to be that bearish right now. So I said that, hey, net premium, the options flow, it is like bearish. Okay, the net delta contract also negative. So all in all, like, the smart money seems like buying long dated energy put and selling bearish. So that was my so-called what I see from the market. Okay, while it was still going higher, okay, in the afternoon. So you can see this is crude oil. You can see the XLE right now going down. It doesn't mean that it has to be immediate lah. Sometimes the next day kind of reverses that. It could be like that, but most of the time it is not like that. Okay, but at least I know what is the direction of the market estimation. Okay, the direction flow. Okay, understand what I'm trying to say? All right. So Adrian Quack say, can we check the options flow on a particular stock? Yes, provided it has enough liquidity. So a lot of these, small cap, mid cap stocks, some mid cap still have enough liquidity, and it will show up in the unusual unusual options activity or the options flow. But a lot of times are the big caps, and plus those very heavily traded so-called stocks. For example, okay, out of nowhere, okay, previously called with CRWB. This is one of the very, very hot favorite stocks in the trading, in the options market. Okay, just newly traded, but it went a lot higher. So prior to that, the options, it is already telling me that it went a lot higher. But this is a very speculative lah. Okay, I don't really trade this kind of thing. Okay. All right. So, but yeah. So unless it is a big cap stocks or the big ETF, okay, or the market makers, the smart money are interested in those very hot stocks. It could be very small stock, but very hot. Then those options will be heavily traded. Then you can see the data flow. Other than that, many of the so-called mid cap, small cap, there are still flows, but you can't really determine so-called like whether there's going to be exactly to be bullish or bearish. Okay, all right. So Keith is asking, what is the reason Ethereum was very bearish since January and plunged for about 25%? So okay, so this one I can answer. Okay, no need options flow. Okay, no need options flow. So this one okay, it depends also on a lot on the sentiment also. Can you see over there? you say January, okay, since January, okay, all right, since January, about there, right, okay, at the point in time this year, January, okay, I don't know about you, but can you recall that when the market, not when the market, when Bitcoin hit about 100K plus, second time it hit 100K plus, okay, people are thinking that it is going to go a lot higher. Wow, Bitcoin come back already, it's going to go higher and such. There's a lot of hype, exuberance in crypto, okay? And if you take a look at the social media and such, talking about Bitcoin, news come out of Bitcoin. I know really when a lot of people are talking about, you know, Bitcoin and everything, then you know that it is not going to be that sustainable. At that point, media, news channel, News Asia came out, so the sentiment is a little bit overhyped already. So you take some correction, okay, to cool down the market, okay. All right, as of now, while the market it is going a lot higher, I don't see a lot of hype into crypto yet. Okay, can you see the difference? I'm not sure you can feel the difference now. This is a bit subjective, but you can feel the difference. And once you can see that a lot of news, Straits Times, Chinese News Asia, CNBC, whatever it is all talk about Bitcoin, then you need to be a little bit careful really. Not say a little bit careful, then you need to be very, very careful. Okay. But as of now, I can tell you the flow, it is still quite bullish. But again, please don't trust me. I could be wrong. Like I said already, no matter how you trust an educator, a guru, or whatever it is, okay, just invest or trade with the money that you can lose. Okay, nobody is going to be right 100% of the time, and nobody is going to care about your money as much as yourself. Okay, Ken? All right, so the page asking, is this a new software that I hope I have an automated software that can tell me everything? Software, in a way, yes I'm using ChatGPT AI to help me analyze all these huge amount of data but I do have a software. Okay, I do have a software. It is just analyzing data. The options flow, what the smart money is doing. Are they, buying at the call? Are they buying at the bid level? Okay, are they selling at the call level? Are they selling at the bid? How much is their premium? How big is the size? Okay, guess what are they doing? Are they selling straddle? Are they doing a directional long? Are they open a new contract? Okay, versus open interest, volume, etc., and all these Okay, any questions so far? All right. Quite useful, right? All right, so I hope you find value in that. So for the SPI members, and and just to let you guys know, for those who just came, okay, the Market Insights Trading Festival last call before you guys see me this coming Saturday, the Market Insights Trading Festival, okay, this coming Saturday. Please register for this event if you haven't done so. Right, this is over here. Okay, last call already. Right, it is going to be a full house event. All right, so 19 July from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, goodie bags, lucky draw, there's coffee and everything. Okay, market outlook, systematic trading, what opportunities. Okay, what you do with your portfolio, everything is there. Okay, there will be no selling. So you can rest assured that it is going to be, in a way, a full day of learning now. Okay, not exactly like full day, but it is like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, okay, full day in a way that is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right, Ken. All right, so if you find value I'm coming to the end of my session already. If you find value, please give me a like, share, and comments. I really appreciate that. Okay, for this week, no trade ideas basically nothing much. Some sessional one I didn't really see, but be more careful next week onwards. Okay. All right, so if you find value in today's session, just type letter V or type value in the comments. I really appreciate that. Give me some likes. If you're watching this on YouTube, just give me a like. Okay, subscribe to our channel. I really appreciate that. Just give me some comments. Type value in the comments. Okay, so with that, thank you so much. I will really appreciate if you can subscribe to YouTube and also to our Facebook page as well. And I will see you guys this Saturday, okay, at the Market Insights Trading Festival at Suntec. Okay, with that, Thank you so much. See you again. Good night, 晚安 and bye bye.